Sky Squad, we are back in the building and we have got to talk relationships. Okay. We are talking relationships and what happens when relationships go right and what happens when they go terribly wrong. Now, if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop your comments down in the comments section. I can't wait to hear. Our first story comes to us from our friends over at Hollywood Unlocked, although it is trending everywhere right now. Okay. So, Tamar's ex-friend LaTroy is airing her out. The headline reads, she cares about being famous more than anything. Now, where did this whole situation begin to go wrong? We all recall that LaTroy, who has been friends with Tamar for quite some time. Now, I have known Troy for years. I can tell you that he is a good person with a heart of gold who really loves and cares with all his heart and soul. That is the type of person that he is. I wouldn't say it if I did not know and believe fully for it to be true. Okay. Now, we know that he got on Instagram last month and revealed that there was a physical altercation that occurred betwixt James Wright, okay, who is singing with Tamar on her tour, which Troy helped put together. Now, Troy works in the music industry for those of you guys who are curious and don't understand his role in this. And well, it really wasn't an altercation between James and Krishan, more like an alleged beatdown by Krishan. Okay. So Troy basically told the world about it. I mean, and I think a lot of people were wondering because Troy was taking a lot of heat, why Tamar had not commented on it or why she took so long to comment on it. And I don't know the answer to that this day, right? Maybe she was hoping that the situation could be resolved privately. I don't know. We do know that James had to go to the hospital to get some work done to fix whatever issues went wrong during the altercation. We don't know what has come of anything with James because I haven't heard anything at this point. But now LaTroy is going off about these tour visuals. So Tamar posted and said, I can't wait to see you all, my Tamartian friends. Tickets are on sale right now and are going fast. There are also some meet and greets left. Hit at Travis_wear up if you need assistance finding the meet and greet tickets. Grab them while you can. So this is for the Love and War 10-year anniversary tour. Now, Troy is no longer working on this tour. I'm not sure if he was fired or if he voluntarily removed himself. I have also not reached out to ask him the specifics about any of this other than to simply show him my support and send him some love. That's really about it. I try not to, when I see people that I know in these spaces, and stuff is happening with them, for me, the relationship is typically more important than what happened. And so for me, it's just like, let me just send some love your way. But now he is airing it out. So he says, since this is your tour, you need to pay your own camera people and editors to shoot, edit footage of you. You were sent notices not to use this footage, yet you did. You have no respect for anyone. Take this down, please. So she said, he goes on to say, she mad I went online and told everyone James was assaulted, aka she mad the attention was taken off her. He says, dog, I have had enough. I'm not protecting her anymore. I wish I never ever planned that tour. Then he goes on to say, I sent you and your team this edit being nice, offering you the rights to acquire this footage. You refused and said, this girl has gone wild in reference to me. So wild my footage off your page. Then someone else commented and said, that's really unfortunate because I could tell how good of a friend you were to her. From my perspective, that is something that was always pretty obvious to me as well. I don't know the ins and outs of their friendship. I'm just looking from the outside in, right? He says she don't care. She cared about being famous more than anything. I planned this entire tour because nobody wanted to do it and called her washed up. I booked every show for this tour, every. So then he says, you also didn't get rights from the film crew to use this. You drained everyone and everything. Why do you think you can treat people however you want? Take my footage down now, respectfully. So he then says, celebrity or not, she is not about to bully me. I have had enough. So someone else says, this is sad because you went up for her whenever anybody has something nasty to say about her. Now, you can go back through, a lot of, of things that Tamar has gone through, and LaTroy has definitely been there in the comment section, battling it out, okay? He responds and says, yep, and I tried to handle this privately, but she has no respect. She does not care. I wish, he goes on to say, I never planned the Love and War anniversary tour. I should have let her sit at home or let her keep doing shows, opening up for Candy. Lord, now I'm sure Candy is somewhere sitting around like, now how I get in it? How did I get in it? But Candy will hop online and be like, y'all come see Escape. Because Candy always can make lemonade out of lemons. Anyway, he goes on to say, if you don't do what Tamar says, she tried to attack you. She can pay everyone else to be her friend, but she can't buy, and that's why she's mad. I guess he's saying she can't buy me, and that's why she's mad. She sent an email today saying, everyone have a blessed day except Troy. But now you using my footage? So somebody says, I can't believe she would want to cover that up. I still don't know how she didn't catch an assault charge. Ain't no way you punch me in the face because all kinds of damage and the police don't have you do. And I don't know what the rest of that is. And he goes on to say, she ain't want nothing to overshadow her and her attention. He goes on to say, take my footage and edits down. So someone else tagged Tamar and says, why was LaTroy, aka your so-called friend, fired for speaking up? With all the mouth you have, all of a sudden you went mute. You're dead wrong for that, T. You let a talentless weirdo, I'm assuming this person is talking about Krishan, ruin your show, assault your employees, friends, and LaTroy gets fired. He then says, because I took the attention off her. But FYI, I can't get fired. I did not work for her. So then he says, literally was on the surgery table planning her tour because nobody else gave a dang. I am tired. I'm about to have a panic attack. So someone else says, I'm confused on why they turned on you. And Troy says, me too, child, but whatever. I just want my footage taken down. So I don't know who this person is, but they says, I believe it, but who was going to physically hurt you? It's a team full of overweight plush punks. And I don't know what that means. But anyway, LaTroy says, I literally got a restraining order against Rob because he so slow, he texted me the threats. Oh, well, dang. So I guess there was some threats on his life. Anyway, he says, I have been threatened with physical violence from her team. They tried to force me to sign an NDA for them to pay me my commission. That's when she told everyone to be blessed because I wouldn't sign. Then he says, and y'all know I had this created because when's the last time y'all seen something professional and put together like this from her? I've been beat down for over a month straight, publicly and privately, and today just sent me over. I'm assuming he's talking about from the whole Krishan situation. Then he says, I asked privately, now I'm asking publicly. Please take down the footage I paid the camera crew to shoot and edit. You refused to reimburse me, and I offered. You cannot continue to do whatever you want to people. I own this footage and edit, and you not to do this privately. Man, it's, first of all, let me say this. I hate this for both of them because, Tamar is super talented. She has the vocals for days. And I will tell you guys this, LaTroy, at the heart of this, I believe that the two of them love each other. And for some reason, they are really, really hurt right now. And hopefully they can handle this matter privately. With regards to Tamar, she's been in the news quite a bit recently, most of which has been related to her getting back with her ex after he literally seemed to have dogged her out to Tommy. And Tommy, who in turn went back and told us everything that JR said about her. And so I just kind of feel like, I wish I could manage Tamar. I wish I could, because I would have this whole situation. This situation would have been wrapped up tighter than a tick. Okay, it would have been, none of this would have come out. The Chris Sean situation never would have happened. We would have never, the JR situation would have been done and over with. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I feel like we all want best for we want what's best for Tamar, because we are her fans. We love her. We want to see her win. But sometimes the question remains, does Tamar want to see herself win? So I don't know. I hope she does, and I hope that they can work past this, because I can tell you with 100% certainty, Troy loves that woman. And from my vantage point, it seemed like they both had a tremendously amazing friendship that runs deep and has gone on for years. So hopefully they can work through this. But I mean, beyond that, it's not looking too good. Okay, it ain't looking too good. So from one relationship, okay, to another. All right, let's talk about Nene Leakes real quick. Okay, now Nene, Miss Lenithia, who literally just celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Nene Leakes. Okay, the Leakes, Queen Leakes. So I don't know if you guys follow her on YouTube. She does this pillow talk stuff that I absolutely adore. I love it. I think it's so good for her. She should turn it into a podcast and take it on the road. Meanwhile, during those pillow talk videos, she's kind of alluded to some things with Nyoni that seem rather troublesome. But then the next second, we will see that they are out and about on the road. Now, one of the things that she had tweeted was, "Sis, you can have him. Trust me, it's not what you think. The bedroom sex is horrible. He's dumb, broke, a loser, a cheater, a liar, and a narcissist. Run while you can." Now, this isn't the first time that we have seen Nene use the term narcissist in regards to somebody that we think she may be dating. Now, here's the thing. We cannot be absolutely certain that she's talking about Nyoni, because she ain't put a name on it. And she never quite puts a name on it. But even in those videos, she'll talk about a situation and then show some video clips of him and them getting into some things. And so it just be like, girl, you're talking about him. So I am forced to believe that this is all about Nyoni. Now, conversely, okay, that was maybe a couple of days ago or a day or so ago. But then, okay, you got video of here celebrating maybe her birthday out and about in DC. I had heard from reliable word that she was in DC from a friend of mine who was at the restaurante that she was at. But it was what it was. I heard about it and it was like, oh, Nene's in town. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of those types of situations where, just the who's who is bouncing around and bopping around DC. It is what that's the thing that happens, right? So it's crazy that because after the bedroom sex is horrible, he broke, he dumb, narcissist, and the next thing I see on our friends over at the Neighborhood Talks is, oh, well, I mean, they still rolling together. They still rolling in the deep. Okay. Rolling like a river. So here's the thing. For me, maybe this is a new thing in this day and age, right? Where celebrities, people that are on reality television or have been on reality television, in the more seasoned category. Okay, I say seasoned because I feel like these are people who I would expect to move a little bit differently because of their experiences in life. I wouldn't expect them to be putting their relationship business out there like that. And Nene's one of those people because I feel like, when she was married to Greg, I mean, what we saw was usually through the lens of a reality TV camera. But now what we're seeing from her is from the lens of either YouTube or the Instagram. Okay. And like Tamar, I just kind of feel like I'm not necessarily sure why we're getting these chronicled online. I mean, unless maybe they are in like contention for some new reality TV show or something like that, which I would fully watch and commit my life to watching. Okay, Nene, Tamar in relation of some sort. I can see it happening. Is Carlos King there? If you're listening, I'm knocking at your door. Okay. Now speaking of relationships, I want to tell you guys something. Um, I don't know if you guys, because we talked about Tamar, because we're talking about Nene and relationships, we got to move it over to the Jasmine brand because we got new word that Lisa Ray McCourt and Delicious is going to be on the upcoming season of the reality dating series, The Queen's Court. Shout out to the Jasmine brand, okay? Now, they give us the exclusive here. They also gave us the exclusive that K. Michelle was going to be on the show as well. So, Lisa Ray, who was 56, and Delicious, 45, have allegedly signed on to do the new season, along with K. Michelle, 41. And listen, don't none of them look their age because they all look good. Anyway, so they're following, Tamar, Evelyn, and Nivea. All right. When we see how some of these situations turned out. Anyway, hopefully they can find love. All right. Apparently, Lisa Ray is following Delicious and K. Michelle. Delicious is following one of the series hosts, Rodney P. And Peacock, which is the streaming network Queen's Court will be available on. Okay. Now, Delicious actually shared a look from what appears to be a confessional, and she captioned a post and says, did you miss me? Okay. Did you miss me? I'm not mad at it. I would like to see Delicious again on reality TV. And she looks even better than I feel like than she did when she was on there the first time. So I'm excited about it. Are you? But also, do you believe in this show? Okay, because we've seen what's happened with the loves and the engagements that have come out of this show. I believe that the intention is good. Obviously, we all like a little bit of entertainment, but at the end of the day, I also kind of feel like, is it entertainment for the sake of just entertaining us? Like, and it ain't really real, or is it real trying to find real love for these people and they just ain't happened to work out? Now, we got a couple more stories for you. I had to make this video long and good. Some of these things I intended to talk about yesterday, but as I was finishing my video, the marriage, the Married to Medicine mid-season trailer came out, and I was like, I had to scrap that whole video and just move forward with the Married to Medicine because I was like, that's the hot topic right now, right? So if we head on over back to the neighborhood talk, I meant to talk about this. This is one of the things I wanted to talk about yesterday because Brooke, not Brooke, Lord forgive me for that, Brooke, British had did the interview with Carlos King. Now, in that interview with Carlos King, is it me or did she seem to allege that or intimate? Let me put the alleged badge up here. Did she seem to intimate that Lorenzo, her ex, and her baby father, she seem to intimate that he knew the things that she was doing that ended up getting her arrested and indicted? Now, is the memory serving me incorrect? Somebody let me know in the chatterization down below. Okay, go ahead. Anyway, if she did, I feel like this is the reason why, okay, he has had to come out and make a statement basically saying, not me, girl, okay, because he types in his stories, Dear British Williams, I saw the interview with Carlos King. I heard a lot of lies. If you did anything illegal while dating me, I was not aware. I told the government you were innocent in my eyes. So clearly he was, either subpoenaed and called to the stand or in some way, shape, or form had to make some type of statement. Anyway, he says, listen, What do you guys think? You think he knew or he didn't know? Anyway, he says, I wasn't aware of any criminal activity during the years of us dating. Now, I know he specified during the years of us dating, but what about the years they weren't dating? Anyway, he says, I'm a man. I can always stand on my truth. I made millions during my career. I didn't retire broke. But she told us that he didn't have no job for 3 years and the house was in foreclosure, which is what led her to doing the stuff. Anyway, he says gambling was a problem with our finances. Was it her problem and your problem, or just her problem? Because I noticed he didn't specify. Anyway, he says, I took you around the world. I bought you cars, purse, trips, businesses. In my career is how you got on TV. Even on the last season, I filmed for free to help you have a storyline. And I had money last year. So I had no reason to do TV. But I will take it on the chin that I didn't take care of you 2 years out of the 10 years as a man. Now, were those the 2 years that she was doing all the stuff? Let me know in the chat. Somebody let me know. And then to prove further his point, which I don't know if really helps or not, but he posted on his Instagram on June 8th, 2021. Notice this is also during the time of the panorama, also during the time when people was getting the PPPs, some of which she also allegedly got. So anyway, he posted something that she wrote that said, Lorenzo took me around the world twice before I was 24. Can't nobody show me ish. I've been doing this ish before Instagram. So go play with somebody more your speed, little baby. Now, if you can talk all that talk and walk all that walk, why are you doing the dangerous things that you was out here doing in the streets, girl? That don't make no sense to me. It's like you stunting for the grams or something like that. Anyway, he posted and said, been around the world and I can't find my baby. Didn't say that, but I said it. Anyway, he says, seen a lot of ish. The flex is different. Been doing this 14 years and still haven't fell off. Keep up. It's time. Let's run it up. Now, at this point, he said co-parenting at its best. So my thing with that is also, too, this kind of seems like, was this around the time that she had gotten the PPPs or something like that? Let me know, because I'm trying to do the math, because the dates and the times, I don't know how they line up with what she actually did and when she was doing the stuff that got her caught up. Somebody let me know in the chat. Now, the next page addresses that he's going to hold their child down. But my question is, why is the child not spending full time with him if he's the baby father and he's also maybe either newly engaged or with somebody or something like that, as British told us? And then how will this interview have affected their relationship moving forward? Because I would be upset if I'm him, because now you done put me in the mix of something that I already said I wasn't a part of. So then will the government be looking at him too? I don't blame him for making this statement, because I feel like that's something I feel like maybe his lawyer might ask him to do, but I don't know. I'm not an attorney either, but it all just looks a little crazy right now. And, he's made this statement. So I need to know what you guys think, because it all looks a little odd to me. Okay. Just being 100% for real. Okay. Let me know in the chat. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out, because looking at that interview, I don't know, friend. This don't look too good, And then my wonder is, did she consult her attorney before she had the interview? Was the attorney on set or on, sitting around somewhere? Supervising the questions? I really can't say. What I can tell you guys, though, is that Love and Marriage DC is back on January 27th at 8 p.m. And that is a Saturday. Let me pull up the trailer here. You guys can catch a little bit of it. Because this video is already so long, I'm going to tell you the truth. Now, for me, I don't know why they waited an entire year to give us this second half, because to be honest with you, this thing is popping, okay? The Joy and Ashley situation is blowing up further. It's giving throuple going on with Joy and Carmen and Cliff, who we do know are married from last season or whatever like that. And congrats to them. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to get into what's going on with all that. I do know that in real life, I know that Carmen is good friends with Cliff. So that, I mean, I feel like that explains some of that relationship. But the way it's positioned on the show, baby, it's given Three's Company too. Okay. And I'm not mad at it, you know. So anyway, so shout out to them. That's looking like it's gonna be some stuff. Ashley and it looks like Arena are going at it as well as Ashley and Cliff as well. So Winter is back with a man. Winter's got a man at home. Okay, so we're gonna see how that plays out. I gotta tell you, like, based on what I see here in the trailer, I'm telling you, for me, it's given. It's given what I feel like it needs to give. Everybody looks like they are activated and they look like they're ready to go. Okay, so I'm not sure what took so long or why it took so long, but baby, it's given fire and flames, and I'm ready for it. Okay, winter is about to heat up. No pun intended. So make sure you guys are tuned in, tap into that. I will place all links in the description. The trailer, it will be in the description. It's also on my Instagram page as well. So you guys can check it out there. And with that being said, listen, that's all the tea that we got for you guys right now. We covered a lot today. Keep it locked, baby. Keep it locked. And I'm gonna catch you in the next video.